Ranging from snakes that are so insanely large they feed on cows, pigs and humans, to a spider that's probably bigger than your family dog. Welcome to the list of the top 5 unusually large animals. Number 5. The world's largest domestic cat. This is Rupert and he's 3 times the size of your average cat, and the thing is he hasn't stopped growing yet. Weighing in at 20 pounds, he's only half grown and he's set to gain roughly 11 more pounds. This mega-sized feline is a Maine Coon breed, which is well known as a large breed of cat, and it's native to the US state of Maine. They are quite distinctive due to their long, heavily furred tails, and obviously their size. Rupert is only 3 years old, and he's already won Cat of the Year 3 times in a row in his home country of Australia, and he's quite the local celebrity. This cat is literally bigger than most dogs, and if you bought a saddle you could probably ride it to work and back. Number 4. The world's biggest spider. Scientist Piotr Naskreki was wandering deep inside a South American rainforest when he heard a rustling from the undergrowth. Curious as to what was causing the noise, he stepped closer. Then out popped this absolute beast of a spider. See, this is what separates me and that scientist. I would have been a few miles away whilst Piotr stayed and took photographs. These terrifying photos show a spider which is bigger than a lot of small dogs, and if that isn't scary enough, it comes complete with 2-inch fangs. The spider is a South American Goliath bird eater, and they are known for being rather big, but never this big. Weighing more than 6 ounces and with hardened tips on its legs, the scientists said it made a hard and distinctive clicking noise when it moved, similar to the noise a horse's hooves make. The Goliath bird eater belongs to the tarantula family, and its monstrous fangs can pierce human skin, and the pain has been described as pretty much the same as a bee sting. Even though it's called the Goliath bird eater, it doesn't actually eat birds very often. Instead, it usually devours rodents, frogs, toads, lizards and snakes. Well, pretty much everything really. Number 3. The biggest ever stingray. This super-sized stingray weighs nearly 800 pounds and it's officially the largest freshwater fish ever caught by rod and line. It measures an incredible 8 foot in width and 14 foot in length, and it's so big and strong it took multiple fishermen nearly 2 hours to reel it in. It's impossible to accurately weigh such a fish due to its size, so they had to estimate using a formula based on its measurements. It was caught on the Mae Klong River in Thailand, and it took 7 men to pull it out of the river so it could be measured. This absurdly large specimen was a female, and they had to be extra careful pulling it ashore as it was pregnant. Oh, and the fact it has an extra long super lethal barb. Number 2. The world's largest crocodile. This crocodile was captured alive after a 3-week manhunt, and it measures a mind-blowing 6.4 meters long. The saltwater crocodile weighs a staggering 2,369 pounds, and it was captured in the Philippines. The locals went on a manhunt for it because it was terrorising the local area, and it was suspected of attacking several people and killing 2. The animal, which they named Lolong, was held in a temporary enclosure in the village. Even when captured, they couldn't prove it had killed the 2 missing villagers, as they didn't want to kill it and cut its stomach open to have a look. They did, however, induce it to vomit, which showed absolutely no signs of human remains. It's remarkable they didn't kill it, as most animal hunts for dangerous animals usually end with a kill, so kudos to the villagers for not killing it. As they didn't want to murder the crocodile, they were presented with a problem. They obviously couldn't release it and they couldn't keep it hostage forever. They eventually decided to donate the animal to a new ecotourism park in a neighbouring town. But not before they all got plenty of pictures and selfies with it. Number 1. The world's biggest ever snake. Indonesian villagers captured this python, which is 49 feet long and weighs 990 pounds. It's a reticulated python which is only usually known to grow a maximum of around 22 feet. This particular case is quite spectacular, as it more than doubled that. To put that into perspective, that's almost twice the length of 2 London buses parked side by side. When it was discovered, hundreds of people flocked from miles away to have a look for themselves, and it was so big they needed to use a forklift truck to even move it. The villagers kindly donated the snake to a zoo, but I'm pretty sure they just really wanted to get rid of it, and as soon as they saw the snake being driven off into the horizon, they threw a huge party. The snake is now at a zoo in a small village on one of the country's main islands called Java. The previous record for the largest snake ever was at 32 feet, but this snake absolutely smashed that record with its staggering 49 feet. This snake was reported to have eaten 3 or 4 dogs a month and was even known to attack humans and eat local sheep and pigs. You really wouldn't want to go in the forest knowing that this mega snake was lurking around. And that brings my list of the top 5 unusually large animals to an end. I jolly well hope you liked it, and as always, thank you for watching.
Bye.